Pleasant morning to my dear lovable students. Welcome to Max class. I hope you all are fine. In this conversation, we are going to continuation of exercise 3.1. I'm moving to question number 4. Solve the equation 3x cube minus 16x square plus 23x minus 6 is equal to 0. If the product of two roots is 1, the minimum condition, if the product of two roots is 1, when you get the result, product of the two roots equal to 1, definitely the number into the reciprocal of the same number only you will get the result 1, isn't it? So what I am saying, consider for 7 means reciprocal of the same number. So 7 cancel means definitely value will be 1. That's why if the product of two roots, whatever the number, 99 into reciprocal means 1 by 99. So 99 cancel means the value will be 1. Okay, so now what is the given equation? 3x cube minus 16x square plus 23x minus 6 is equal to 0. So how to take, let the roots are, so alpha, if it alpha 1 roots mean definitely we can take a reciprocal of the same 1 by alpha. This is considered beta means the gamma as it is, okay, because the product of the two roots value will be 1, okay. Now what is the given condition actually? 3x cube minus 16x square plus 23x minus 6 is equal to 0. If you convert for the monic polynomial means what will happen? So divided by 3. Divided by 3 means x cube minus 16 by 3 x square plus 23 by 3 into x, then minus 2, isn't it? Then sign plus minus plus minus. Now to take a product, no, so product means directly we can take no, the constant. The constant means summation of 3 is equal to alpha into 1 by alpha into gamma is equal to the product means minus into minus, constant term, because leading coefficient 1 means minus into minus plus 2. Now alpha cancel means definitely gamma is equal to 2. Therefore this is one of the root, isn't it? So x is equal to 2 means we can write no, x minus 2 is a factor, Now we need to find out other factor also. Other factor means we can apply synthetic division method. Synthetic division means value 3 minus 16 positive 23 minus 6. Already we know the one root 2 is there. Is 2 if you apply means 3 plus 0 means 3. So 2 3s are 6. Minus 16 plus 6 is equal to minus 10. Again 2 into minus 10 means minus 20. 23 minus 20 means positive 3. 2 3s are 6. Therefore 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So definitely we can say x minus 2 is a one of the factor. The remaining, this is considered for constant. Next one definitely coefficient of x. The next one coefficient of x square, isn't it? Therefore other factors are 3x square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. So now we have to apply the sum product rule. So product means 3 3s are 9. Sum means minus 10. So definitely I told you, if you have the product positive sign means selected to same sign, both positive or negative. Here actually the sum negative sign means definitely selected to both the sign will be negative. We can write it minus 9 and minus 1. See, minus 9 into minus 1 means positive 9. Then minus 9 plus minus 1 is equal to minus 10. Therefore, how do we write now? But there is leading coefficient more than 1 is there, 3 is there. Therefore, each and every time divided by 3. Minus 9 by 3 and minus 1 by 3. So 3 and 9 cancel means 3 times. Therefore, this is the first factor x minus 3. Then second factor 3x minus 1. Therefore, it's equal to 0, isn't it? Therefore, this is our question, isn't it? Therefore, 3x cube minus 16x square plus 23x minus 6 is equal to 0 means what are the roots actually? One x minus 2, another one x minus 3, last one 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. If you take separate term means x minus 2 is equal to 0, next one x minus 3 is equal to 0, last one 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, this is x is equal to 2, second one x is equal to 3, third one 3x is equal to positive 1, therefore x is equal to 1 by 3. Look at there, Already consider for let the roots alpha. This is alpha means definitely reciprocal of same number. No? So 3 into 1 by 3 means definitely result will be the product of two roots means so 1 will come. Then this is called gamma. Okay, this is our final answer. Therefore, what is our final roots? X is equal to 2, x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1 by 3. This is the answer. Okay, I will continue the next question. I am moving to exercise 3.1 question number 5. Find the sum of square of the roots of the equation. There is the power of the highest power 4 is there. So 4 means say consider the roots a, b, c and d means sum of the square means what is the meaning sum of the square? A square plus b square plus c square and d square. Already we know we have applied so many problems. A square plus b square only means what is the value? So a square plus b square means a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. As well as we have the 4 different type of the roots means what will happen? That is a square plus b square plus c square plus d square is equal to a plus b plus c plus d the whole square minus 2 of ab plus bc plus cd, then plus ac plus ad, then AB, BC, CD is over, then AC and AD also is over, then last one BD, isn't it? Okay. So this is normally A, B, C, D and 4 roots means, but here the given condition, what is the condition? Solution true x power 4 minus 8x cube plus 6x square minus 3 is equal to 0. So each and every time divided by 2 means x to the power 4 minus 8 by 2 is equal to 4x cube, 6 by 2 is equal to 3x square minus 3 by 2. But order wise 4, 3, 2, 1 is missing. So we have to add with 1, 0. Okay. So x to the power 4 minus 4x cube plus 3x square, then plus 0x minus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. So sign plus minus plus minus again plus, isn't it? So let the roots are let the roots are alpha comma beta comma gamma comma delta. What we need actually first one sum of the roots taken one at a time, that is called alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is equal to definitely minus into minus positive 4. Next one sum of product of the roots taken true at a time, that is called alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma delta plus alpha gamma plus alpha delta plus beta delta. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is called actually next condition. Coefficient of x square value will be 3 is there, isn't it? So now we can apply sum of the square now according to the question. So alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square delta square is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma plus del the whole square minus 2 of alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma delta, next one alpha gamma plus alpha delta, last one beta delta. Therefore already we know sum of roots. So what the answer we have taken one at a time? 4 is there, minus 4 the whole square, isn't it? Whole square minus 2 into sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time, value will be 3. Therefore 4 square means 16 minus 2 into 3 is equal to minus 6. Therefore value will be positive 10. Okay, this is the answer for question number 5. Okay, I will continue the next question. Question number 6. Solve the equation x cube minus 9x square plus 14x plus 24 is equal to 0 if it is given that 2 of its roots are into ratio. Already we have discussed in one example question, that time there is 3 ratio, but here only 2 ratio. Ratio also value will be 3 and 2. So 3 is to 2 means what is the meaning? So we can write 3 divided by 2. If you take equivalent fraction means consider for numerator into 2 means the denominator also into 2. So instead of the number, you have to add one constant. So first two roots, okay, because already we know the cube is there, okay. Cube means we can consider for three roots. If it consider alpha, beta and gamma means instead of alpha and beta, take it for the ratio 3k and 2k, gamma as it is, okay. The solution x cube minus 9x square plus 14x plus 24 is equal to 0. Already the monic polynomial, because leading coefficient value will be 1. Okay, they're starting with the plus, minus, plus and minus. So let the roots 3k and 2k, last one gamma, okay. So the cube means sum of the roots, what will happen? Sum of the roots means taken one at a time. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to value will be minus into minus positive 9. Already we know alpha is equal to what is the value? 3k. Beta is equal to what is the value? 2k. Therefore 3k plus 2k plus the gamma is equal to 9 means 3k plus 2k means 5k plus the gamma is equal to 9. Therefore gamma is equal to 9 minus 5k. This is sum of the roots taken one at a time. Then sum of product of the roots taken two at a time. What will happen? Taken two at a time means, so alpha beta, isn't it? So alpha beta, then beta gamma, then plus beta gamma into gamma alpha. Last condition, gamma alpha into alpha beta is equal to 14 will come, isn't it? So 14 means what will happen? Already we know alpha value 3k. So 3k into 2k. Next condition, 2k into gamma. Instead of gamma, we can apply no direct value 9 minus 5k. So here we can write it 9 minus 5k. The last condition, 9 minus 5k into alpha is equal to what is the value? Again 3k. Then next one plus gamma value 9 minus 5k. Then into alpha. Into alpha means what is the value into alpha? 3k. Then next one alpha beta. So alpha is equal to value will be 3k. Then beta value 2k, isn't it? 3k into 2k is equal to what is the value? Actually we have 14. Now simplify one by one. So 3 into 2 means 6. Sorry my dear, this is actually, listen very carefully, alpha beta gamma. Sorry, this is simple mistake, no? This is sum of product of the roots taken one at a time. Taken one at a time means this is actually not incorrect. Sure. Actually, this is actually, listen very carefully, sum of the roots taken one at a time. This is product of the sum of product of the roots taken two at a time. That is alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha is equal to what is the value? 14. Now we can apply alpha is equal to 3k into beta is equal to 2k. Then plus again beta is equal to 2k, gamma is equal to 9 minus 5k. The last one also 9 minus 5k into alpha value 3k is equal to 14. Now it's correct, okay. Now what we have to do? 3 into 2, 6k square plus 2 into 9 means 18k. Then minus 5 into 2 means minus 10k square. Next condition 9 into 3 means 27k. So plus into minus, minus 3 5s are 15k square is equal to 14. Now look at there, 6k square minus 10k minus 15, definitely minus 25k square. So minus 25k square plus 6k square means minus 19k square. Next one 18k, 27k. So 45k constant plus 14 bring out opposite side means minus 14 is equal to 0. Now throughout the sign change, why starting with the negative sign? So what will happen? So 19k square minus 45k then plus 14 is equal to 0. Again sum product means product value 19 comma 14. So sum we need negative 45. Already I told you, if a negative sign means selected to one positive, one negative. So definitely take it LCM. 19 and 14 means only 2 times, isn't it? So 2 times means 14 and 7, because 2 19s are 38. So first number 38, this is positive. Another one 2 7s are 4. Sorry, 19 2 it's finished. Remaining one is this. So definitely 38 comma minus 7. Look at there, 38. Sorry dear, actually product means positive sign. So product positive sign means selected to same sign, whether both positive or negative actually, because here actually some negative sign, no, definitely minus 38 minus 7. Now you can check it, minus 38 into minus 7 means definitely value will be 266 will come. Okay, 19 into 14 means value will be 266. Then add it now, minus 38 minus 7 means value will be minus 45. Okay, now we need this answer actually. No, this is already written. Gamma is equal to what is the value? 9 minus 5k. Therefore, 19k square. So minus 45 minus 38k minus 7k. Minus 38k minus 7k, last one, plus 14 is equal to 0. Again 19 take common outside means 19k. Common outside means k minus 2. Again minus 7 take common outside means again k minus 2 is equal to 0. Now common factor k minus 2 means remaining 19k minus 7 is equal to 0. So separate term k is equal to true, one answer. Another one 19k minus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore 19k is equal to positive 7. Therefore k is equal to 7 by 19. Now we can apply one by one. Let the roots. So when k is equal to 2 means what will happen? When k is equal to 7 by 19 means what will happen? Okay. So when k is equal to true, what will happen? K is equal to true means 3 into 2 is equal to 6. Next one, true k. Again 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Last one, 9 minus 5 into 2. Therefore 9 minus 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Answer will be minus 5. Therefore first root 6 comma 4 comma minus 5. Then second part, when k is equal to 7 by 19. So 7 by 19 means 3 of 7 by 19. Definitely 3 7s are 21. So 21 by 19. Then second part, 2 into 7 by 19. 2 7s are 14. Therefore 14 by 19. Third one, 9 minus 5k, isn't it? So 9 minus 5 into 7 by 19. Again 9 minus 5 7s are 35 by 19. So definitely 19 into 9. 19 into 9 means 9 9s are 81. 1 9s are 9. 9 plus 8 is equal to 17. Therefore 171 minus 35, isn't it? Divided by 19 is equal to 146 will come, isn't it? So I just add it 146. 146 plus 35 means 171. Therefore answer will be 146 divided by 19. Therefore second part, when k is equal to 7 by 19 means what are the answer? First one 21 by 19. Second one 14 by 19. Third one 146 by 19. This is second part answer. Okay, this is the answer for question number 6. Okay, I will continue the next question. Moving to question number 7. If alpha, beta and gamma are roots of the polynomial equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0, find the value of summation of alpha by beta gamma. Okay, so solution, what is equation? Polynomial equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. If you convert monic polynomial means always one condition is the leading coefficient not is equal to 0. Do monic polynomial means what we have to do? Each and every time divided by a. Therefore x cube plus b by a x square plus c by a x plus d by a is equal to 0. Sin plus minus again plus then minus. So cubic of the roots means summation of 1 means what is the meaning? Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Then summation of 2 means sum of product of the roots taken true at a time. That is alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha is equal to C by A. So, last one product of the roots, that is called alpha beta gamma is equal to minus D by A. According to the questions, what we have to find out, summation of alpha by beta gamma is equal to alpha by beta gamma plus beta by gamma alpha, last one gamma by alpha beta. Simplify now the denominator, alpha beta gamma means what will happen, alpha beta gamma means alpha square plus beta square and gamma square. Now numerator, now a square plus b square plus c square form. What do you have to do? A plus b plus c the whole square minus 2 of ab plus bc plus ca. So, alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square minus 2 of alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha, whole term divided by alpha beta gamma. Now, alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square minus b by a, isn't it? So, minus b by a the whole square minus 2 of sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time, value we have c by a, isn't it? So, minus 2 into c by a, the whole term divided by, this is the whole square, okay, here. Now, alpha beta gamma is equal to minus d by a. So, minus b by a the whole square means b square by a square, then minus of 2c by a whole term divided by minus d by a. Again, there is actually in first part of numerator actually common denominator a square means b square, a square a, only a valence is there, minus 2ac the whole term equal to minus d by a. Again square and a cancel means remaining b square minus 2ac divided by minus dA. So, denominator starting negative sign is, so just we have to interchange in numerator. Negative sign convert for positive means definitely positive 2ac minus b square by ad or dA. This is the answer for question number 7. Okay, I will continue the next question. So, question number 8, if alpha, beta and gamma are the roots of the polynomial equation 2x to the power 4, solution 2x to the power 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 8 is equal to 0. Find a quadratic equation with integer coefficient alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, that is called sum of roots taken 1 at a time, the last one product of the roots taken 4 at a time. Okay, the required quadratic polynomial equation actually required quadratic equation means the formula, required quadratic equation means x square minus sum of root 20x plus the product of roots is equal to 0. This is a required quadratic equation. First we need to apply one by one. See the order wise 4, 3, 2. Power 1 is missing. So, just add it 1. So, 2x to the power 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 0x plus 8 is equal to 0. Now, monic polynomial means leading coefficient value divided by 2 means what will happen? X to the power 4 plus 5 by 2 x cube minus 7 by 2 x square, 0 by anything means value will be 0. Last condition 8 by 2 is equal to 4. Okay. Now, the sign starting with the plus minus then plus. So, now the required use roots are alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, isn't it? So, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is equal to what is the value? Minus 5 by 2, isn't it? Minus 5 by 2. Last one product of the roots taken 4 at a time, that is called alpha, beta, gamma and delta is equal to last condition. So, sign will be plus into plus. So, 4 is there, isn't it? So, now what is the basic form? Required quadratic equation x square minus sum of root x plus product of the roots. First we have to find out sum of the roots. Sum of the roots means just add it, minus 5 by 2 plus 4, therefore minus 5 plus 8 by 2. So, value will be 3 by 2, the first one. Then product of the roots. Product of the roots means minus 5 by 2 into 4. Cancel means only minus 10. Therefore, required quadratic equation required quadratic equation, x square minus sum of roots value 3 by 2 into x plus product of the roots minus 10 is there, is equal to 0. Now you can consider the common denominator 2 means, so 2 into x square, 2x square minus 3x, last condition minus 10 into 2 means minus 20 is equal to 0. Therefore, cross multiply means final answer 2x square minus 3x minus 20 is equal to 0. This is answer for question number 8. Okay, I will continue with the next question. One of the important 3 mark question. Okay, if p and q are the roots of the equation lx square plus nx plus n is equal to 0, show that. Okay, so first given equation, solution lx square plus nx plus n is equal to 0. So do monic polynomial means each and every time divided by L means x square plus n by L into x plus n by L is equal to 0. Starting plus means second minus, third one plus. So given what are the roots, p and q are the roots, isn't it? So given roots p and q, therefore sum of the roots means p plus q. So p plus q is equal to minus n by L. Then product of the roots is equal to pq. So pq is equal to positive n by L. To show that condition, I am going to consider for LHS. Okay, what is LHS? So root p by q plus root q by p, then root n by L. To separate off the root means what will happen? So root p by root q, then plus root q by root p plus root n by root L. Now the first two term, consider for the common denominator, we can write now root pq means cross multiply root p into root p means 1p, as well as cross multiply root q into root q means only q. So root n by root L. Now p plus q is equal to what is answer? Minus n by L. Minus n by L. Then product of the roots, what the answer? Positive n by L. This is root, isn't it? Yeah, denominator only root. Then second part as it is root n by root L. So the first part, instead of n we can write no root n into root n. So root n into root n divided by denominator also we can write it root L into root L. Again reciprocal means root n divided by root L is there. Consider for reciprocal means we can write it root L by root n. Again plus root n by root L. Now root L cancel, root n cancel. After cancellation, balance what we have? Minus root n divided by root L, then plus root n divided by root L. Now minus root n divided by root L plus root n divided by root L cancel means value will be 0. Therefore, this is called RHS. Therefore, we can write it hence. Okay, one of the important 3 mark question. Okay, I will continue the next exercise question. Okay, so one of the important 5 mark question. Okay, question number 10. If the equation x square plus px plus q is equal to 0, the next one x square plus p dash x plus q dash is equal to 0 have a common root. You have to show that. Okay, show that means the whatever you have that take common root means that common root. First what you have the answer, the same answer will be repeating, it will be equal. So example, the first instead of x if you take x plus 1 means second root also consider for x plus 1. Sometimes first to take common roots k means second equation also have take common roots k. That is the condition. Okay, so I am going to writing the true equation. What is the equation actually? So x square plus px plus q is equal to 0. Then x square plus p dash x plus q dash is equal to 0. Let the common root alpha. Okay, I will consider for alpha means what will happen? So alpha square plus alpha p or p alpha. I will write p alpha. Okay, So P alpha plus Q is equal to 0. Next condition also, alpha square plus P dash alpha plus Q dash is equal to 0. This is condition 1 and true. Okay. Now equation 1 minus equation 2 means what will happen? Second equation throughout the sign change means definitely plus alpha square minus alpha square cancel. Then their alpha take common outside means what will happen? So P minus P dash here plus Q minus Q dash is equal to 0. Therefore alpha into P minus P dash is equal to minus Q dash bring out opposite side means positive Q dash plus Q bring out opposite side means minus Q. Therefore alpha is equal to Q dash minus Q divided by P minus P dash, but we need, or what is the condition, Q minus Q dash, but here we have Q dash minus Q, just we have to minus sign take common outside, isn't it? So minus take common outside means what will happen? Q minus Q dash divided by denominator also minus take common outside means P dash minus P. Now minus minus cancel means alpha is equal to Q minus Q dash divided by P dash minus P. This is also one condition, true proof is second part. Okay, now I am moving to first condition. I have cancelled the alpha square. Second one, if you cancel alpha means we will get it the same result. Okay, so what we have to do, equation 1 multiply into P dash. Okay, P dash means what will happen? P dash into alpha square, then P dash into P alpha, last condition P dash Q is equal to 0, isn't it? Then equation 2 multiply into P means what will happen? P alpha square, next condition P dash alpha, P dash alpha plus PQ dash is equal to 0. The same one, this is considered for equation number 3, this is considered for 4 means, now we have to cancel for the alpha term. If it alpha term can cancel means we will get it the value alpha square. Then last consider to eliminate the alpha. How to eliminate the alpha? Alpha square divided by alpha means one alpha cancel means alpha we will get it a result. Okay. So now equation 3 minus equation 4. Listen very carefully. Throughout the sign change, here also minus, here also minus. Center P dash P alpha, there minus P dash P alpha cancel. Remaining, their alpha square take common outside means P dash minus P. Last condition plus P dash Q minus PQ dash is equal to 0. Therefore, alpha square into P dash minus P plus, so minus term bring out opposite side means positive PQ dash negative P dash Q. Therefore, alpha square is equal to PQ dash minus P dash Q divided by P dash minus P. Now we can eliminate the alpha. To eliminate the alpha means what will happen? To eliminate the alpha. To eliminate alpha. Eliminate the alpha means alpha is equal to alpha square by alpha. Then only alpha square, one alpha cancel means alpha will come, is equal to alpha square is equal to what is the value? PQ dash minus P dash Q divided by P dash minus P divided by, already we know alpha what is the value? Q minus Q dash. This is actual denominator, isn't it? If you take the reciprocal means denominator coming to numerator, numerator going to denominator. So again P dash minus P divided by Q minus Q dash. Now P dash minus P cancel. Therefore alpha is equal to, what is the result? Alpha is equal to PQ dash minus P dash Q divided by Q minus Q dash. See, it must be equal or first term or second term. Already we know R is equal to another one term, already we found Q minus Q dash divided by P dash minus P. Second one PQ dash minus P dash Q, denominator Q minus Q dash. So we have to prove. Therefore last we can write it hence proved. Okay, one of the important 5 mark question. Okay, so I hope very satisfied in this session. So if you have any doubt, please put in comment box. I am ready to clarify your doubts. Okay, I will continue the next session. Bye bye.